Gemini, welcome to my channel, Gemini. My name is Xabe the Gemini Witch. It is such a pleasure to have you guys here with me today. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you are returning viewers, welcome back. Let's jump into your reading, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you. What do the cards want to tell you? Hit that subscribe button. If you guys aren't already subscribed, hit that like button if this reading resonates with you. Keep in mind, this is going to be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So let's jump in. So Spirit, what do you have for my Gemini? The Lovers in the reverse. Okay, Gemini. Well, this could be two things. We're gonna see what this is all about. But the Lovers in the reverse is telling me that this is either a relationship that you are in that has come to an end, somebody that you really truly care deeply for, someone that you felt like they were, like a soulmate, a very deep bond, and things are just not going very well. And that's the first story. This could also be a major decision that you are not taking yet. Something that you know that if you make this decision, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. So, Spirit, give me more about this Lovers card in the reverse. What's going on with Gemini and the Lovers card in the reverse? What is going on with Gemini? Yeah. Well, if it's about this situation, this partnership that you were in, I feel like you are finally seeing the truth of whatever this was. You're not going about things emotionally anymore. You're doing things on a very logical level. This is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's very cutthroat. She just does what she has to do, and she cuts people off when she has to, right? She sees things for what they truly are. Now, if this is about the major decision that you haven't taken yet, that you know that you have to, but you haven't taken it, the Queen of Swords can indicate you seeing the benefits of this, right? Thinking logically and not so much as thinking emotionally about it, okay? And this is just like taking taking that jump, taking the plunge, right? Removing the fear, because the fear comes from an emotion, right? Fear is an emotion. It's the what if. And the Queen of Swords, she doesn't really entertain the emotional side of things. The Queen of Swords just does what she needs to do, and she just, she takes away all of the fluff from it, and she makes the decision, and she sees things for what they truly are. So logically, it sounds to me like this decision that you are on the fence about and not making, that logically it makes sense to do it. Now, if it's about this relationship, that logically it made sense just to cut it off, right? Despite you feeling so deeply about it. And I feel like you saw the truth of a matter, the truth of a situation. Like, you're no longer basically allowing, it's like you took off the rose-colored glasses in a sense, so you could see things for what they truly are now. You're starting to make perfect sense of things, and you're calling the kettle black. You're saying, this is crap, this is bull, okay? And, this is bringing balance into your life with the Temperance, okay? This is finding that peace within. Despite what's going on around you, it's like the yin and the yang. You're finding some sort of peace, some sort of balance with the situation. Also, if this is in regards to the decision that you feel like you need to make, that you haven't made yet because it's going to be a major one, Spirit's saying that if you make this decision, it's going to be really good for you, and it's going to bring some sort of balance into your life, okay? Now, what else do you want to tell my Gemini? The Empress, okay? So, she came out in the reverse, but the Empress talks about fertility, it talks about abundance, it talks about being very attractive. Okay, now this could be where you're like, well, I don't feel sure of this, right? Or I don't believe in myself enough to make this decision to go for the things that I want, right? There's some sort of trepidation when it comes to this. There's some sort of like doubt. There's some sort of like you not believing in yourself enough in order to make this decision for yourself. It's kind of like I'm getting the image of someone jumping off of a diving board. Like, you know, the water is gonna get cold. When I was a kid, I used to swim all the time because I grew up in Florida, and I was always in the pool. And you know, that pool looked amazing. I knew that the water was fresh, but I knew it was going to be really cold. And I was always afraid, even though I love the water, I was always afraid of taking that first jump because I knew that as soon as that water hit my skin, it was going to be so freaking cold. But I knew the fun that I was going to have afterwards, right? So this is about believing that what's on the other side is going to be really good for you. It's like taking that plunge, taking that leap, right? And knowing that, man, this was good. Okay, now if this is in regards to the relationship, I feel like despite you seeing the truth of the situation as a whole, and despite you kind of like feeling at peace about it, there's something that really messed you up, because the Empress came out in the reverse. So this could be where it's like this relationship left you feeling unattractive, or this relationship really left you feeling like you were doubting yourself. Okay, like it's like before you were in this relationship, you could have had all this mojo, and then all of a sudden this relationship happened. You thought that they were the one, and then next thing you know, it ended, and you just feel really crappy about yourself, despite you having had seen the truth, and you could see it for what it is. But you know, the thing about some relationships, right, they're like a mirror, right? They hold up what we need to see about ourselves, right? It's like, I don't know, there's something here that I'm like getting like this person wanted you to feel that way. They wanted you to feel like you weren't, I guess, worthy of the love that you know that you deserve. Okay, it's, you know, the Empress, she's all about abundance. So in the reverse, it's a lack of abundance. So you could have felt maybe like, having dealt with this person, like your abundance even suffered, right? So yeah, let's get more. The Devil. Yeah, that relationship was there was a lot of codependency, like a lot of toxic behaviors. Okay, there was, I just feel like it was definitely, it's like, it's giving trauma bond for sure. Okay, and if this is in regards to, you know, whatever decision it is that you feel like you have to make, if this is not about a relationship, if this is a decision that you have to make, there's some sort of unhealthy thinking behind what you think is going to be the outcome, and Spirit really wants you to stop thinking those things. Okay, there's something here about like negative thinking, right? It's like a very low vibrational type of energy that's trying to keep you down. Okay, so what helps us get out of depression? It's action. Okay, and you can't think your way through this. You can't think your way out of it. You just have to really just take the first step, right? Take the first tiny step. Okay, whether that's working out, or, you know, cutting some sort of a bad habit, right? You're not thinking, I'm gonna stop this for 30 days. No, you can say, I'm gonna stop this for the next hour, right? And then that hour turns into 2 hours. Okay, so now I'm gonna go 2 hours without it, right? Or if you go 1 hour without the thing, you know, reward yourself after the hour. Okay, but there's something here that's there's some sort of a toxic energy that's tied to whatever it is that you're doing, or whoever it was that you were dealing with. And Spirit saying that that's stopping now. Okay, so you're in a point in your life where you're cutting off all of these like negative types of energies in your life, these types of entities, these types of like energies, and just really low vibrational situations, which is a beautiful thing. The Page of Cups. Now this can indicate someone coming in. This can indicate someone coming in to either try to talk to you again, offer some sort of a peace treaty, or this can also be just someone who is admiring you from afar. Okay, the Page of Cups talks about like a romantic proposal. Okay, but again, this is not very sustainable, because the Page of Cups, he's very new at things. Okay, this is like, it could be like a small interest or something like that. Someone may have a small interest in you, but it's not something like concrete just yet. Okay, let's see what else. What is this Page of Cups, and why is this coming out here? Yeah, the Three of Swords. So in your energy here, I feel like you're very heartbroken, you're very disappointed, disillusioned, and you're not interested in things that are not going to be serious, right? The Page of Cups, he's someone who is just like, hey, what's up? I'm interested. It's kind of like that little like, what are you doing type of energy. And it's like, no one wants to hear that, right? Because you've already dealt with things that are just not healthy, and you're cutting off a lot of things that that are not beneficial to you. So you're holding this energy, you're carrying this energy of the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords could also talk about healing, right? So healing a broken heart. This is something that you might be doing right now. You're really just focusing on your healing, realizing that people who have come to you have not necessarily been very serious about you, about relationships, right? Like they know how to get your attention, right? Because it could be like super intense at first, and then all of a sudden, what's behind it is just like this kind of superficial type of relationship, right? So it's not something where you're like, this is not solid, I can't depend on this, right? Also, what I'm getting here is whatever addiction, bad habits it is that you're breaking with the Three of Swords, I feel like those habits are definitely tied to just what is it that they say, right? In order to like heal something from the past, in order to heal past memories, you have to make new memories. Okay, so instead of like, you're like, oh, I'm traumatized, right? Just as an example, I'm traumatized, I don't want to deal with anybody anymore. That's fair, I get it, but in order to change the memories from the past, we have to make new memories, right? So like, let's just say, for example, if you used to go to the movies a lot, with a certain person, take a friend, go to the movies with a friend, make a new memory with a friend instead of with that person. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you do, right? So it's the small things, it's the little things. Yeah, and you're healing with the Four of Swords. You're healing. Spirit saying, get some rest, get some sleep, and find the support that you need with the Three of Cups. I feel like there is support that is around you. You may not see it, right, because you're so busy healing, but there are people who do love you, who do care about you. They may not be in your immediate family. This could be a friend or 2 or 3 friends, right? Or maybe even someone online. But I do see like support. Just make it a point just to, I know that right now times are hard. People are kind of isolating themselves right now. But Spirit's saying something here about what will heal you would be to connect with people, okay? And to just fellowship with people, okay? Yeah. What else do we have for Gemini? Tell me more about Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? I'm also hearing you're healing from third-party situations. A union. Hand fasting. A union. What about this union, Spirit? What about this union for Gemini? Ethos. In perfect love and perfect trust, 8 words the wicked read, fulfill. Ye harm none, do as ye will, and ever mind the rule of 3. What ye send comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry ye meet, and merry ye part. Bide the wicked law ye must. Lord God, a masculine, the watchtower of the north, winter. What you have given, the good that you have given is coming back to you. It's going to come back to you. Things may feel right now, with the winter card, things may feel like, you know how the winter time, it gets really cold, it gets very dry, it gets very, just not very pleasant to look at sometimes, because the leaves fall and things get gray, right? Everything just looks gray sometimes, right? Especially if you live in like an area like mine where it snows and stuff like that. Things definitely do not look pretty. And it could be very discouraging and disheartening. But there's something here about the winter time here. I see like the snow covering that tower, where it's like you think you're having this tower moment, but there's actually something really beautiful behind this. Something really good is going to happen to you during this winter. That's, I'm also getting that. Okay. Masculine. What else do you have for Gemini? What else do you have for Gemini? A time for healing. Right. There it is again. A time for healing. Surrender to the divine. Prosperity lies ahead. And hold your vision. Any more for Gemini? Boots. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So you could be needing to increase a little bit more effort. Like if you put an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours into something, maybe increase that by just like a little bit of maybe like a half an hour or something like that, right? Or if you're a content creator, maybe just make like, you know, two instead of 5 videos a week, make 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week, right? But make sure that they're like really good, instead of you know, focusing on the quantity, focus on the quality of things, okay? We have here, beware of great pride and teardrops, great personal sorrow. So it's time to just kind of like let go of your pride. There's great personal sorrow here. I'm telling you, I know that you're hurting. There's some sort of pain. Beware of greed. pleasure with a close friend. So beware of greed, beware of great pride. So like, why do you do the things that you do? That's what you need to ask yourself. You need to ask yourself the question, why do I do what I do? What is it that I want to achieve, right? It's not about the money per se. It's about, like, how can I help? What value do I bring to the world? Okay. And then the money will follow. All right. It's not about the fame. It's not about the fortune. It's about the value that you're bringing to people. Okay. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're going to be famous or anything like that, or that you have to be a content creator or anything of that nature. It's just like, how can I help? What is your purpose? What is your purpose here? And why do you do what you do? Good luck. Good luck is coming. It's on its way to you. And marriage, okay, that's like the second, or yeah. So twice it's talking about marriage, some sort of a union. Give me more on this, Spirit. Give me more. What about sacrifice? Triumphant success. Your success, the sacrifice that you have been making, you're gonna have success from it. Oh my goodness. You've had to face your shadows, and that caused some sort of a disruption in your life, but this was a destiny. This was like something here about like your calling. This was destiny. You needed to face your shadow. Spirit needed to wake you up a little bit. It needed to disrupt some sort of pattern that you had. Stay hopeful, because you're building a firm foundation now. And your passion is about to be reignited. Okay. Let me see what else. So what else, Spirit, do you want to tell Gemini? What else do you want to tell Gemini? Partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and your career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay? Release resentment about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem very upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Yeah, that's just basically confirming what I was saying about why do you want to do what you do? How can you be of service to the world? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? Hopefully. Okay, what else do we have for Gemini? Give me one song for Gemini. Oh my god. Okay. The Chariot, The Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Okay, so The Eye of the Tiger, that's the 80s song of the day. This song is all about determination, willpower, and overcoming obstacles, much like the Chariot. So you're overcoming these obstacles, Gemini. keep moving, right? If you need to listen to that song, listen to it. The Eye of the Tiger. Thump, 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 thump. Thump, thump, thump. Current love deepening. You have some sort of a love situation here deepening. This could be for yourself. Yeah, during the winter time here. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Walk away from the drama. Walk away from whatever drama, you know, this maybe these 3 signs could be bringing. Going to reach out soon. Someone here, it could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, or a Pisces that is going to reach out soon. But someone might be reaching out soon during the winter time, and Spirit wants you to walk away from whatever drama it is that they're trying to bring. Okay? Because it's like you're loving yourself. You're loving yourself more. Public speaker or influencer. This could be you. That could be your calling. And heartbroken. Someone's heartbroken. There's triggers here. Observe, don't absorb. So if you feel like it's triggering you, just observe your triggers, right? Observe them, observe whatever the heck it is that these people, right? When you're around people and they trigger you, observe why, right? Don't absorb it, just observe it. Like, that's interesting. I wonder why that pissed me off, right? Wedding, again, this is like the 3rd or 4th time. Marriage, forever, the one, and union. What about this? Coming together, a spiritual union, a soul contract. Okay. Romantic feelings, punish, payback, and revenge. Falling in love, affection, happiness, emotions, retaliating. Someone might get really pissed off when they see you, if they see you in the future with someone else. Maybe someone that wanted to marry you. Yeah, well, whatever. Oh well. I don't know. That's a lot. It's a lot of cards. This person has anxiety. Someone's about to reveal something and confess something to you. But this relationship, it was probably just like it was supposed to be a one-night stand, and then it turned into like some sort of full-blown toxic something here. They want to reconcile. They want a second chance, a back together, right? They're on the verge. They're just like, oh, like I want to reach out. I've got anxiety, but I don't want it to be just like a little thing, a fling. Well, I mean, listen, it was toxic. We already saw that with the devil. Pause, timing factor. Spirit saying to take a pause and don't interlude. It's saying don't. Take a pause. Yeah, because there's a history of this already. The past already happened. Take a pause, breathe. Text message, communication, news, phone call, direct message. This could be coming through in the form of a text message, or this person wants to text you. But there's definitely some sort of communication. They're trying to reach out to you telepathically because they know that you're a divine being. They know that you're tapped in. So they're trying to reach out, and you ghosted this person. They're not facing the truth. They're in denial, and they're crushed about it. They feel like they have some sort of receipts or something that you guys are soulmates, and they feel like they're at a crossroads because you guys have irreconcilable differences. They want you to grant them access, because when they come back, they want to make this serious and propose to you. They feel like they're thirsting for you all the time. They want to go on some sort of an adventure with you. They're super emotional about all of this, and you're remaining mysterious about this. They want to have a conversation, but they feel like they're about to lose you. You might be moving soon. Okay? They feel like you might have some sort of a secret crush somewhere, and you're pretending, or like you're keeping this a secret or something, like you're they're in regret, and Spirit wants you to cleanse, because this energy has affected your finances as well. They were being a drama king or a drama queen, and Spirit had to, intervene. This person is a snake charmer. They take a lot of very unhealthy risks, and they try to spy on your social media because they are convinced that they love you unconditionally, and they're stuck on the memories of the past. They're just waiting for the right time because they're convinced that they're a divine masculine, but instead all they do is party, party, party. And they could have even had you involved in some sort of a third party situation. Okay? And they're like, oh my God, I'm single. I don't want to be single. It's making me anxious. I'm obsessed with this person, and I want things to change. Okay, yeah, well, enough of that. Those cards are so toxic. I'm sorry. Those cards are so toxic. Believe, accept what is. Exactly. Spirit wants you to accept what is. Trust your gut about this person. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to believe what you believe, right? They can believe what they believe about you. You're allowed to believe whatever it is that you need to believe about them, okay? You're at a high point right now. You're at your peak performance. Spirit's saying do your best. Continue to triumph. The victory is yours. You're going to overcome this obstacle, and you're going to gain some sort of satisfaction from this. You're an inspiration. You have a lot of creative projects that you might be thinking about doing. Spirit wants you to express yourself and act on your ideas, okay? Take that pain and turn it into gains, baby. Soulful. You're very soulful. You bring a lot of profound meaning into things, okay? You have a lot of like heartfelt passion when it comes to certain things, okay? Yeah. What else do you want to tell my viewers, Spirit? What else do you want to tell my viewer? Strength. You have a lot of inner strength. You have a lot of courage. You have a lot of bravery, okay? Spirit wants you to believe in yourself and have that confidence, okay? Have that compassion towards yourself as well. The same compassion that you had towards other people, Spirit wants you to have the compassion towards yourself too. This talks about taming and controlling yourself too, okay? It talks about controlling your emotions, right? Taming the evil twin, okay? It talks about overcoming self-doubt. Spirit wants you to focus, okay? You're a huge influence, and you don't even realize it. The King of Pentacles talks about security. It talks about someone who's mature, who's grounded, who's successful, a wealthy business person. This talks about bettering yourself. It talks about your empire thriving, having a high status and stability and security, okay? So be strong. Yeah. Don't be defeated with the 7 of Swords or the 5 of Swords here. Walk away from the feeling of feeling defeated, because you have prosperity. You have some sort of a new opportunity, and that's happening here with the Ace of Pentacles. And Spirit wants you to walk away from just that, like, that negative thinking, feeling like you're defeated, okay, like someone came in and like pulled the rug right from underneath you. They didn't. Spirit saying, I had to do this divine intervention to get you back into the place where you were before. This was just a detour. It was just a detour. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. I love you guys. Hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I do not encourage cross watchers. What does that mean? That means people who are trying to be all up in Gemini's business to see what they got going on. Mind your business. You're not welcome here. Okay, you know who you are. And I will be repeating this in every single video. I love you. You can go watch another reader. Don't watch me when it has to do with Gemini. So, alright, I love you guys. If you want a personal reading with me, you can contact me at Xabethegeminiwitch@gmail.com or Xabethegeminiwitchtarot@gmail.com. I will be leaving that in the description below. I love you, Gemini. Mwah. Bye.